Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into some Cardinal basketball action. We're going to get you your starting lineups here for the second half of the doubleheader tonight. The boys are taking on the Aberdeen Roncalli Cavaliers. We're going to get your starting lineups here for the Cavaliers. Number 2, a 5'10 senior guard, Jesse Hernandez. Number 4, a 5'11 junior guard, Austin Fisher. Number 13, a 6-foot junior guard, Quentin Shelton. A 5'6 freshman guard, number 20, Creighton Fisher. A 6'4 senior forward, number 22, Bryson Olson. And now the starting lineups for the Deuel Cardinals. Looks like we're going to be starting at 5'11", a junior guard, number 1, Sutton Bank. A 5'11 senior guard, number 2, Troy Jensen. A 6'3 sophomore forward, number 23, Jackson Winter. A 6'2 forward, the senior, number 24, Nolan Gubrud. And the 6'6 junior center, number 25, Kyle Finnison. We're going to get you a little bit of pregame tonight. Records are pretty even tonight. The Cavaliers are sitting at 5-11, where the Cardinals are sitting at 6-13 right now. Cavaliers are allowing 54.6 points per game compared to the Cardinals' 44.3. Excuse me, that's the points per game. Points allowed, Cavaliers have 60.9 and the Cardinals 53.1. So yeah, looks like it's going to be a pretty good matchup tonight. Cardinals obviously having a little bit of size. We're going to get you a little bit, listen to the lineups real quick. Might have to do a mic switch here. All right, so looks like we're going to get the starting tip-off here soon. Looks like it's going to be Finnison jumping against Olson, that is. 6'4 versus 6'7 here. Like I said, Cardinals having a little bit of the size advantage. Starting quite longer. Cavaliers starting on a little shorter side. Cardinals are in the white uniforms, and Cavaliers are in the green. A tip-off is up and good, and it is received by the Cavaliers. Running the point is Hernandez. He's going to swing it over to Fisher. Move it back. Hernandez wants a quick three. Short. Rebounded by Jensen. And now there's going to be a official's timeout. And I believe that was a flopping call.
Okay,
I'm not for sure. I believe that's a flop. That is a new rule that was implemented, I believe, last year. And flopping, obviously, I don't know. I think it just starts as a warning, and the next one is a technical. So that was Hernandez's first warning. Now we have Gubrud swinging, kicking to Jensen. Jensen for three, off the mark, but that's going to be, I don't know if Winter was trying to kind of box out there, kind of got shoved to the ground. Cardinal fans wanting a contact call there, but it is going to stay with the Cavaliers.
Yeah, the Roncalli Cavaliers, they're going to bring in a guard-strong team. They're obviously going to bring their quickness here as they're going to get their looks from the outside, but got to continue to stay down and protect the paint, too.
And that's a nice take there for Olson. Olson, the senior, 6'4 forward, kind of leading the role here, and he's going to get the Cavaliers started off first on the board tonight. Bank attacking middle, wants the jumper. That's going to go off the front iron of the rim. Rebound by Olson. He's going to hand that off to Fisher. Fisher now on the run, picking up the tempo here for the Cavaliers. Attacking on Bank. All the way to the lane, and he's blocked by Bank. Great defense there by Sutton Bank.
And that's going to go to the Cardinals. Wow, what a defensive play by Sutton Bank.
Yeah.
Makes the block and then goes off the heel of the Roncalli player.
For sure. Obviously, Bank, a smaller guard, not getting many blocks, but he's able to just play that one right out. And the Cardinals seeing a little bit of a pressure, not bad, just a man just kind of applying some pressure to throw the Cardinals off their offensive game, but they're going to find a wide open Winter down low, but stripped away. Shelton was able to get that one from Winter before he got it up, but he did step out of bounds, so it will stay with the Cardinals.
Yeah, great pass by Bank and the catch by Winter there. But again, the quickness factor of Roncalli is going to be the biggest challenge of the night.
Bank inbounding the ball, and a quick steal there for Hernandez. Hernandez at the top of the key, picks up his dribble, looking at Olsen. Olsen now handing off. Attacking is Shelton. Shelton kicks to Hernandez. Hernandez for three. He gets that one to go. Going to put the Cavaliers up to a quick 5-0 start against the Cardinals. And wide open is Gubrud. Gubrud for the three, no good. Tracked down by Finnison. Finnison finding Bank on the cut. Off the rim, rebounded by Winter. Winter put
There
back.
it is.
Nice offensive rebounds there for the Cardinals in order to get 2 second chance opportunities. And Winter's able to knock that one down, putting the Cardinals on the board for the first time tonight.
Their second champ point's going to be a big key for the Cardinals.
And stolen away, little pass by Finnison. Now we have Bank. Bank attacking. He wants to go all the way to the lane, high off the glass, and one. Big play there by Bank. Wasn't sure if he was going to pull that one out. Obviously had 3 defenders on him, but he was able to get that nice high finish off the glass and draw some contact in order to get the old-fashioned three-point play.
Yeah, when Sutton Bank's aggressive like that, he's looking to get, his teammates into the flow of the offense, but yes, he's got to look for his too in an and one opportunity. But it looks like that one's no good.
Cavaliers are going to come out with the rebound. Now looking to get some offensive flow, looking to Hernandez. Hernandez left open.
I'm Sutton
Picks up his
Bank.
dribble.
I'm Gav Mellon.
Handoff over to Fisher. Fisher to the lane. Fisher for two, high off the glass and in.
Well,
Nice
he
finish
hung up
there.
in the air for that one. I know that Kyle Finnison was right there, kind of our leading shot blocker, but it's pretty impressive play.
Jensen for three, no good. Rebounded by Gubrud, and again, another second chance opportunity here for Nolan Gubrud. But looks like there's another official's time. Not sure. Looks like he's kind of pointing at Shelton. Looks like that's going to sub Shelton out, sending number 3, Sam Larson, in the game. Cavaliers are going to have the ball on the sideline. Bringing up is Fisher. To Hernandez. Down low, Seal is Olsen. Olsen, though, is going to travel. You know, kind of took a little quick steps there, and these officials are not afraid to call travel tonight. Saw it a lot in the girls' games. You know, you really got to be careful with your steps because they're going to pick those ones up. Cardinals inbounding. Looks like a little bit of pressure here, just kind of swinging it back and forth, able to get it easy to Winter on the corner, or Winter to the lane, and they're going to call a body, and that is going to be an and one. Second and one opportunity for the Cardinals here tonight. That's going to send Winter to the line.
Yeah, obviously a call that could go either way, but in a way, I feel like Winter was already in the air, and then the players stepped in, so the charge was called against Roncalli.
And the extra point by Winter is good, and he'll complete the three-point play. Cardinals leading by 2. That is Larson. Larson attacking. Excuse me, Fisher. Now swinging over to Shelton. Over to Olsen. Back to Hernandez. Hernandez deep three. He wants it off the glass. Chase down. Grabbed by Finnison. One-on-one here for Bank. And Bank high off the glass. Bounces
Good
right
look.
out, but
There's the
Finnison.
old board. Oh.
And putback is no good for Finnison.
Yeah, great take by Bank. Could have went in and another offensive board, but we got to capitalize on those next time.
Olsen attacking, picked away by Bank. Bank coming down the lane. He's going to go all the way Euro step to the middle, no good. But rebounded by Winter, and Winter put back no good. Picked around.
Don't get one here. Then they did get a timeout. So in that situation, obviously, each team's playing with great effort. But at the very end, we can pick up a foul right there. Luckily, they call a timeout. Good transition game for the Cardinals. It's good to see.
Yeah, no, it's great to see Bank kind of coming alive for the Cardinals here. Obviously, starting off with some nice defensive plays, able to get a nice block and actually get the ball back for the Cardinals. And he's been really pushing the tempo, which is great to see. You know, obviously Jensen does a lot of that for the Cardinals sometimes, but Bank's really, you know, stepping up into his role and getting to the lane, drawing an and one. Couldn't quite get the free throw to knock that to make it a 3-point play, but you know, he's doing all the efforts he can to try to push this tempo and kind of get some flow going here for the Cardinals. Obviously, like you said, second chance opportunities have been huge for the Cardinals. Some of those bunnies have just been easy miss, but easy putbacks, you know, sometimes maybe padding up the stats a little bit, but, you know, it's essential for the Cardinals to keep being aggressive, both offensively and defensively. Cardinals in man against the Cavaliers. Olsen down low. Kick out to Hernandez. Hernandez for three. Hernandez is able to get that one. Second one on the night for him. Jensen looking over to Bank. Cardinals keeping it wide on the perimeter, swinging over to Finnison. Finnison to Gubrud. Ball picked away. Now Roncalli in transition here. Top of the off the screen, that is Hernandez. Hernandez looking up to Shelton, I believe. Shelton off the back iron of the rim, and almost another steal there and turnover for the Cardinals, but they're able to recover it.
I'd like to see an inside touch here for the Cardinals as Finnison's going to carve out some space, and that's exactly how you collapse your defense right there.
Yeah, obviously Olsen kind of had two hands on the inside, so that's going to be a foul. And now the Cardinals looking to get a offensive opportunity on the baseline. And we're going to have a Winter switch out here as Braxton Winter checking into the game for Jackson.
Yeah, and so Olsen's going to step out with his first foul, and Burns coming in to relieve him for inside post defense.
And another foul here for the Cavaliers, and that's going to put them at 4, I believe. That one kind of little wraparound on Larson. Yes, then that is Larson's second, team's fourth. Like I said, Cardinals are going to have it baseline. They're looking into Gubrud. Gubrud attacking, but not before a travel is called. Olsen checking back into the game, and this time for Larson, as Larson takes a seat on the bench with 2.
Okay, and Gavin Malin is going to be checking in. Nolan Gubrud gave us some good energy there to start us off. Got an inside point, but Gavin's coming back from an injury and really sparked the team the last game, so hopefully he can do the same.
Post entry here to Olsen. Olsen working on Winter, but they're going to call a foul, and I think it might be on Finnison. Finnison kind of stepped in there. He might not like that contact, and yes, that one's going to be on Finnison, which is his first. Cardinals' first foul with 2:40 left to go, so they've been playing a pretty clean game defensively so far.
So actually, Roncalli has the 2 post players now, so they're trying to match the length of the Cardinals, which I think in favor for the Cardinals as far as matchups.
Top of the key is Hernandez. He's going to swing over to Fisher, that is. Fisher, handoff to Shelton. In the corner is Olsen. Olsen attacking baseline. Swings it over Hernandez. Cardinals winding this shot clock down. Kick over to Hernandez. And here's Fisher. Fisher attacking, jumper, no good. Rebound by Finnison. Bank now up top, off the screen from Finnison. Attacking, swinging to Jensen. Winter, corner, swings back up top to Bank. Finnison now looking down low, but deflection stolen away. Now Roncalli's in transition here, and high 2 off the glass. That's a take there for Austin Fisher, and he's going to get 2 to the line.
Yeah, that's a tough one there. Obviously, the transition game there, and you don't want to foul him. I thought it was pretty good defense by Troy, but then, of course, they called the body on body at the end.
Yeah, for sure. No, especially being in transition, sometimes it's tough as a player. You know, if you want that open look for a 2, if you want to, you know, risk getting a foul or maybe a block, sometimes it works out in your favor, but not 8 out of 10 times you're probably going to get called for a little bit of contact. And Fisher's able to knock down his first. Cardinals now in a little bit of break here, and that one's swatted away by Hernandez. Bank intending the pass for Mayland. Cardinals are now going to have it on the sideline.
Yeah, I'd like to see Troy Jensen kind of get involved a little bit. I mean, you know, this Cardinal team is known to just work it through until they find their good look. So let's see what we got here.
Bank
seen a 3-2 zone too, so that's a new look for defensively.
Cardinals now adjusting, hoping to get some high-low. Looks like rotating in and out. Mayland, nice kick over to Jensen, but they're going to call Jensen for a travel.
I know. So as you said, Cam, in the girls' game and the boys' game, so you have to adjust, because if their emphasis is on the footwork, then you have to make that adjustment. It's tough as players. You just embrace it and you move on.
Cavaliers are going to have it on offense here. Hernandez wants a third three, and he's going to get it. But here's Mayland wide open, but he's going to miss the bunny, but he will get sent to the line with some contact.
Yeah, way to get out and fill the lanes for Gavin Mayland and to see him advance. And again, if we get to the foul line, that kind of controls the game a little bit. So.
Mayland's first one is up, and it's good. Roncalli also with their 5th foul. If we see any more fouls in this last 56-8 to play in the quarter, we're going to see the Cardinals at the line. Like I said, Cardinals playing a pretty clean first half. Mayland's first one is missed, and it's going to be Fisher, that is, with the rebound. He's at the top of the key now, off the screen. Kicking, rolling, and a nice little pick and roll action there from Fisher to Burnt.
Okay, back to their 3-2 zone here. Just kind of work it through, attack the gaps.
Mayland in and out. That's going to be last touch by Winter. 28.3 left to go. Roncalli hoping to slow things down, getting a last offensive possession. They lead over the Cardinals 16-10.
Little substitutions by the Cardinals just to finish out the quarter here, and you don't want anybody with a foul to get number 2, but some fresh bodies and just a little extra time going into quarter 2. Looks like they're going to be going for that last shot here, and that's the right thing, is you want to give your opponents one more look too. And that helped us out.
Yeah, big turnover there. Looks like it went off the hands of Fisher to Fisher, actually. And it's going to be Cardinals ball. So Cardinals are now going to have a last possession with 13.6. Try to get a little bit of momentum going into the second quarter here. Looks like Cavaliers have switched back to man.
Still zone here.
Oh.
Just kind of sitting in a 3-2. And there it is, a big shot for senior Nolan Gudru. Wow. Momentum, second quarter, here we go.
That's a huge three there for Gudru. Obviously closing this gap to 3 points only for a lead for the Cavaliers now. So we're going to go into this second quarter. Cardinals trailing by 3 at the moment. And it looks like, as you said, Roncalli is kind of exploring this 3-2 zone right now. And obviously trying to stop a little bit of penetration here from the Cardinals. Obviously have some good guards out front, Bank and Jensen, you know, trying to control that, almost firing in the corner, but that's going to leave open opportunities. And the Cardinals are doing their best trying to get those looks right now. Obviously, offensively, Hernandez is hot with 9. He has made 3 threes in that first quarter. You know, he's kind of shot a lot, maybe 60% from the 3, but, you know, it's a good percentage, so Cardinals need to be aware of that shooter, locate him, not let him get any more open looks, and kind of stop. They've been doing a pretty good job down low and with a bunch of steals, obviously starting off strong defensively, so now looking to bring this momentum into the second quarter.
It looks like they're going to stay in that 3-2. Again, you had said that there's going to be an advantage inside. Now, good zone defenses can look like they're matched up in their man-to-man.
Attacking is Winter, but he is blocked. Braxton Winter out with the rebound. Now he wants to look inside, but he's also blocked. And this one is rebounded by the Cavaliers. And there was a foul call on Jackson Winter. Little contact after the rebound. Fisher bringing the ball down for the Cavaliers. Cavaliers in a box look here. Shelton looking down low to Olsen. Olsen picked away. Jensen's going to come out with this one. And looking cross court to Malin. Malin to Gruber, back to Jensen. Cardinals swinging this ball around the perimeter here. Skip pass and intercepted and stolen away by Fisher. Fisher to the lane, and he's able to kind of control that one. But now Jensen is wanting it in transition, looks to Winter. Winter back up to Grubrud, but Grubrud is going to be fouled. They're going to call the contact before the shot, so the Cardinals will have it.
Now that was good for the Cardinals to be aggressive, to continue to push the pace up a little bit. As far as them inviting us to the lock spots of the corners, we got to really reverse through the wings, through the top. They're kind of baiting you into that pass right there.
Bank up top, attacking, but not before there's some contact.
We got 2 fouls. It's a double foul possibly here. We'll see. So the post players have to establish their inside position. So we're going to go with a foul on 5 and a foul on 23. You don't see that very often, but what the refs are trying to do is control the physicality of the game right now, and this game is not meant to be forceful. It's, you got to bring the skill set in and put your move on.
Yeah, and it looks like it's going to stay with the Cardinals. Is that?
Yeah, so then they resort to I think they probably went to the jump ball, and then now the next possession will go towards Roncalli. So
Bank getting the ball into Jensen. Jensen swing over to Finnison. Back to Jensen. Over to Bank. Bank attacking baseline. Swinging to Gerbrud. And an offensive foul is called on Gerbrud this time.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Nolan Guru. I felt like maybe his footwork was just kind of off balance a little bit. I don't think he was being aggressive by any means, but hey, go on to the next play and do your best here.
Fisher up top, swinging it over Hernandez. Hernandez back to Fisher. Swing it, Fisher to Fisher. Corner to Larson. Larson down to Olsen. Olsen up high off the glass, no good. Picked out. Roncalli's going to come with a second chance opportunity. Back in Olsen. Olsen now attacking, trying to draw some contact. Nice finish there for Olsen.
Yeah, he did a nice job kind of getting into Finnison's body and used a nice little touch to finish that off.
Cardinals kind of swinging the ball around here. Jensen, miscommunication, and now Olsen is on in transition all the way to the lane. Nice little Euro step, but they're going to call a foul. And I believe that one is going on Finnison. Finnison kind of hit his arm, trying to get that block there, but it's going to affect the shot a little. And, excuse me, oh, that foul is on Finnison, correct.
Yeah.
And that is the Cardinals' 4th foul. So fouls have kind of hooked around here. Must have, I don't know, jinxed them a little bit. This first quarter, they started with, I believe they finished with 2, and now they're at 4 with 5:52 left to go.
It's kind of turning the opposite momentum a little bit, but hey, just a little more discipline here and defend without the contact.
And that free throw is no good. Cardinals now in transition. Here's Jensen. Jensen attacking, loses his dribble, but is able to pick it up all the way to the lane, drawing some contact.
Yeah, he's going to shoot 2 shots here. You know, the call, anytime you do make any contact to the head, is going to put you on the free throw line.
You know, obviously this has been a pretty physical game for both teams. A lot of fouls called. We've seen some free throws, which is good to see. You know, these teams went head-to-head in football. Obviously, a little bit, I don't know if there's a little bit of aggression still on the court from that, but.
And for Troy Jensen, it's really good to get to the line. That's, you know, you want to see the ball go in the hole just to kind of get his offensive flow going.
Yeah, and that's going to put him as for 2 on the night as he's able to knock down both free throws. Hernandez swinging to Fisher. Back to Hernandez. Hernandez wants another 3. This one's off the mark and rebounded by Bank.
Okay, Roncalli is now matched up, and they're going to be switching through. You know, so make your adjustments there, Cardinals.
Here's Jensen. Jensen attacking to the lane. Spin move. Finish in and out. Rebound. Second chance opportunity for Gubrud. Gubrud is blocked by Olsen. Olsen's going to come out with the rebound. Kicks it out to Fisher. Fisher now attacking all the way line. Picked away by Jensen. And Winter to Jensen. Jensen now all the way to the lane. Nice finish and 1 play for Jensen. Great to see Jensen coming alive now for the Cardinals. Obviously was just at the line and able to use his speed, his quickness, and finesse to able to finish that one in and for a opportunity now.
Yeah, he's tough to stop in transition. When he gets his head of steam, that's kind of his game, and he knows how to finesse and finish.
Yeah, and this is a big foul pickup here for Olsen. Olsen now with 3 fouls, so they're going to play it safe here, the Cavaliers. So he's going to take a seat on the bench, and he's kind of been getting some things going offensively and defensively for the flow of the Roncalli Cavaliers. Obviously, a senior leading this younger pack here.
A little 5-point swing. It's a game of runs, so just dig in, defend again.
Post entry now down to Byrne. Byrne back out a 3 off the glass.
Yeah, long shots, long rebounds, we always say, and that's what you're seeing there.
Roncalli now having a second opportunity after that long rebound. Fisher attacking. He's going to get it corner. And Fisher again to the lane, but he's blocked by Gubrud. Obviously Fisher a freshman only, which is very impressive. A smaller guard, not sure if there's a relation between Austin and Creighton, that is.
Yeah.
But obviously 2 Fishers, he's been doing a nice job getting some things going offensively here for the Cavaliers.
I think he's got some older brothers, and I think he's been playing against them most of his young life here, so.
That take kind of picked around, put back opportunity, no good. But now the Cardinals in transition. Winter, but not before there's a travel called. And kind of knew that was coming. Obviously saw a lot of travel calls. That one kind of slid.
Yeah, so, hey, right idea for the Cardinals. We like the transition game, a good push by Jensen, and connect on the next time.
Hernandez swinging the ball over. Fisher to Shelton. Fisher now left open for 3. Deep 3 by Fisher. No good. Rebounded by Jensen. Cardinals trailing by 2. Jensen at the point, looking to get some offensive flow. Looking over to Gubrud. Cutters looking down low to Winter, but not before there's a foul call. And this foul, I believe, is going to go on Quentin Shelton. And that is his second. Team's 5th, so now we're going to see Winter at the line shooting. First one for Winter is up and good. Substitution checking Malin back into the game for Gubrud. And Shelton is going to take a seat as Austin Fisher checks back into the game for him. Winter's second one is good. Big free throws there for Winter. He's going to take a seat as Finnison checks back into the game. Tying it up here 20-20 with 3:30 left to go in this first half.
Yeah, nice run by the Cardinals. It's a 7-0 run, so I think their defense is doing its job. Just keep defending here.
Handoff here to Fisher. Fisher off the screen, looking for the roll, picks up his dribble, back to Hernandez. Handoff to Fisher. Off the screen, Fisher looking for the pick and roll, attacking, swinging back to Fisher. Here's Larson now, Larson to the lane. Kicks out to Fisher, Fisher to Larson, Larson for three, and he's able to knock that one down.
Yeah, it was pretty good patience by Roncalli there. They were just kind of looking for their shot, and their head fakes are kind of getting the Cardinals off balance.
Three now for Winter, that's off the mark. Rebounded by Fisher. Fisher now pushing the tempo here for the Cavaliers. Looking corner to Larson. Back to Hernandez. Hernandez for a three. And they're going to call a foul on Mayland. And that's going to send Hernandez to the line for 3 shots. Obviously knocked down 3 threes in the first quarter. Hasn't been able to knock one down here in the second. But now he's going to have an opportunity to, like I said again, get an old-fashioned three-pointer with 3 shots here. Kind of working the hard way for this one. And that first one is going to be off. Both teams now with 5 fouls, so any contact here in this last 2:32 left to play will be sending both teams to the foul line. Second one is bouncing around and no good. Hernandez looking to knock this third one down and get one out of the 3, and he's able to do so. Substitution checking in is number 24, Andrew Bain, the freshman. And that's going to give Fisher a seat. So a lot of young freshmen for this team. Don't see a lot of freshmen playing this amount of minutes, especially for a boys varsity game. So that's pretty impressive here for the Cavaliers. Looks like they're kind of back in a zone here, but that's going to leave an open bank for 3. Off the mark, rebounded by Fisher.
Watch out transition here. They run very well.
And nice block from behind as Larson wants it too, but Jensen just comes flying in. Nice defensive play. Jensen working, looking to bank. Bank now, attacking, kicking to Jensen. Cardinals taking their time, and Jensen with the step through. Finish, bounces right in. Nice finish for Jensen. And he's now up to 7 on the night for the Cardinals. Coming alive this second quarter. Larson, handoff to Hernandez. Looking, driving to the lane, but blocked by Winter. Another block here for the Cardinals. And picked away with the steal. Malin's gonna get it, looks to Bank, one-on-one, he's attacking, he's gonna finish, and that's gonna be no good, but Finnison comes in for the rebound, put back, no good, and this time it's rebounded by Larson. Unfortunately, I think he might have caught Jensen. Jensen was in the air, and he might pick up this foul, and he will. That's gonna be his second, and that's gonna send the Cavaliers to the foul line to shoot 2.
Yeah, so great hustle again on both squads here, and some transition game was happening, and Finnison had, a good look again, and fortunately, Roncalli, for them, they found a way back to the line. We're all 5-5 for fouls though, ready? We're shooting from here on out.
Yes, and Larson is gonna miss that one. 2-point game here with 1:17 left to go. Larson looking to make it a 3-point lead for the Cavaliers, and he doesn't, but there's a rebound here, offensive rebound. Cavaliers are gonna come out with it with another opportunity. Fisher up top. Looks over to Hernandez. Hernandez left open for 3. He wants it, no good. Rebounded by Malin, picked around though, and another second chance opportunity, third chance opportunity now for the Cavaliers. Pick and roll action stolen away by Bank. Bank now moving sideline, but he's going to get called for a body foul, and that one's going to go on Fisher, his second. And that's going to send Bank to the line for 2.
Yeah, each team's going to have to adjust. I think, like I said, the refs have been very consistent on how they're going to call the game. They want to control, make sure the bodies are not kind of hitting each other in transition or in the paint.
And Bank is able to knock down that first one. Some substitutions keeping the Cardinals fresh. Gubrud and Winter checking back into the game for Jensen and Finnison. Bank's second one is good. And that's going to tie things up here with 53.2 left to go in the half. Fisher back in, running the point here for the Cavaliers. Picks up his dribble, now on Bank, looks over to Fickert. And that is a foul. Coach Ronnie not happy about that one. Obviously, not a good position you want to be in bonus. And that's going to send Hernandez to the line for 2. We saw him earlier at the line where for 3 free throw shots, he was able to knock down only 1 of the 3. So Cardinals hoping he does the same, but he's able to drill that first one down.
Yeah, so they're going to try to utilize the clock there, and I know that we had it down to 15 on the shot clock, but the refs are pretty consistent. Another shot.
And second one is good for Hernandez.
Back to a 3-2 zone for Roncalli. Just trying to get the Cardinals out of rhythm.
Bank up top and looking over to Malin. Malin back over to Bank. Good ball movement here for the Cardinals, trying to shift this zone around best they can. And long pass thrown away, and that's going to be an over and back call here for the Cardinals. That is a tough turnover here, as Cavaliers now going to have 5.6 left to go to get a shot to extend this lead to a 2-possession game.
So they're kind of throwing you off here a little bit with their alignment. Unless Roncalli doesn't know that it's their ball, I think they do.
Yeah, it looks like they're starting all theirs on half court, and they're going to throw it into Hernandez. Hernandez up, and no good. Rebound by Winter. Some time to spare. Winter with a half court shot, and long off the backboard, and that's going to do it here for the first half. The Deuel Cardinals trailing by 2. Roncalli 26, Deuel 24. I think we're going to get a little bit of scrimmage action here, so I don't know if we're going to stay on and let the viewers see. I believe this is 4th grade, 3rd grade.
This is, we have the 4th grade boys.
Some prime time entertainment here.
Oh, yes. And then we're going to take on the 4th grade girls.
Ooh. No, I got my money on the girls here, able to ref them a couple games ago. We got some savvy players. They're ready to go. I can see it. Nice shoes, stepping on the court, some ribbons in our hair, and I love to see it. You know, this is going to be one for the ages here.
Yep. So with this, we got future Cardinals, boys versus girls. We got Kobe Ralph for the tip and gets the tip. Here we go. Little high-low action here. 1-4 high. Look at them move the ball. Hey, we got a shot. Cal with his first 2 points there. Piper running the point. Swing it up to Andy at the top of the key. Does a nice job looking for her teammates.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a little bit of a first half recap here. Tonight, obviously, the Cardinals taking on the Cavaliers. Pretty close first half here. Cardinals trailing by 2 going into the second.
Yeah, we saw obviously some different runs by both teams, right? You know, and obviously Roncalli had a great start. Cardinals made the run back and got themselves down, I think, 20-13 before putting on their own run, so to close the gap.
Yeah, obviously Cardinals facing a little bit of a 3-2 defense here from the Cavaliers. Cavaliers trying to switch things up, but coming alive the second quarter was Troy Jensen. We kind of saw Bank a little bit for some guard action the first quarter for the Cardinals, doing some nice things, and then Jensen kind of came alive. Obviously, Cavaliers doing some nice job responding, getting to the free throw line. A lot of fouls were called. We saw both teams at the free throw line that first half, so I'm expecting that physicality to still be there, obviously, the second half, as refs doing a nice job trying to maintain that and contain the physicality to a safe level.
Yeah, both teams are going to continue to have to adjust. The officials kind of have set the tone, saying, hey, contact is contact, and I think the other thing you mentioned is the footwork, okay? So they're kind of been very consistent. Both teams pretty evenly matched, and we'll see what the second half's going to bring.
Yeah, for sure. We have 1:34 left to go here before we get this second half rolling, and we will be back with some Cardinal live action here in a moment.
I'm Nolan Gubrud. And I'm Kyle Finnesan. And you're watching Cardinals Live.
And we are just about to get started here in this second half. Obviously, just give you a little bit of some recap from the first half and some things that the Cardinals may see here in the second. Cardinals are going to be starting Finnesan, Gubrud, Bank, Winter, and Jensen. Same starting lineup, and it looks like it's going to be Roncalli's ball to start off this second half and third quarter.
Yeah, it's very important for each team to establish, their defense and make that their number one priority. And I always say you want to come out with some fire and win the first 3 minutes to kind of give yourself the edge for the second half.
And the second half is underway, and this is Hernandez at the top now, running for the offense for the Cavaliers. Looks over to Fisher. Fisher back over to Hernandez. Attacking in the lane is Hernandez, and he high off is able to get a little floater there.
And I think they're used to seeing taller players, and they've adjusted their game, and it's not an easy shot to complete.
Bank over in the corner, looking into Finnesan. Finnesan, nice cut there by Gubrud, and he's able to knock that one down. Cardinals responding here to Hernandez take.
Great job by the Cardinals, flashing the high post, and a great cut by Gubrud.
Picked away here on the floor and stolen. Here's Finnesan to Bank. Bank now slowing some things down here for the Cardinals, but a quick pickup foul there as Shelton kind of swiping in his hands there, and that is his third foul.
So both teams, again, if you go across the body into them, it's going to be called a foul. So
Jensen, top of the key, swinging over to Gubrud. Gubrud down low to Finnison, and he's going to draw the contact and one. Nice to see it. Finnison attempted a three-point play here and working down low, and that foul is also going to be going on Shelton, so that's going to take him out of this quarter for a little while, as checking in the game is number 24, Andrew Bain.
Yeah, too tough call. I mean, obviously to come in the second half to pick up 2 quick fouls, he's going to have to obviously sit some time out, and other players will have to step up.
Finnison's free throw in and out. Cavaliers with the rebound. Bain swinging over top of the key is Hernandez. Hernandez looking into Olsen. Olsen trying to get some cut action here at the free throw line. Hernandez attacking on Bank. Kick down, but stolen away there by the Cardinals.
Yeah, the length of the Cardinals got a good deflection there, and team defense there.
Bank into Finnison. Finnison, quick ball movement here for the Cardinals, trying to swing the ball around and an inside look, but there's going to be an offensive foul and a technical foul. That is not something that the Cardinals wanted to be seeing, and it looks like, I'm pretty sure Finnison.
Yeah, after the play was done, he threw the ball, and it kind of went towards the Roncalli player. So
that's going. Oh, that technical foul was on Winter.
Okay, I'm missing something here, and I don't want to say that I just see what I see.
I believe Winter might have said something after not liking that offensive foul call. Obviously, I think that honestly might be helpful here for the Cardinals, as that would have been Finnison's fourth. Yeah. Now that is Winter's second, and Finnison only sitting at 3. Hernandez to the line. He's able to knock down the first and second.
So that gives him 16 points, obviously finding the charity stripe. Again, we'll have to kind of keep our emotions in check for the Cardinals and just keep competing.
And Roncalli will have the ball back after that technical foul. Up top is Fisher. Fisher over to Hernandez. Hernandez, flip action here off the screen, looking for the pick and roll, attacking, kicking out to Fisher. Gubrud on Fisher. Fisher swinging to Fisher. Attacking baseline is Fisher. And now Cardinals are going to have it in transition here. Winter down low, ball picked away. Jensen's going to come out with that one. Looks over to Gubrud. Gubrud back to Jensen. Cutting right to the lane is Winter, and nice cut there for the Cardinals. Winter able to get the 2.
Good patience by the Cardinals. I like their cut action. They've done a really nice job all season long with that.
Hernandez sees an open lane, picked up, and swinging back out now to Fisher. Off the screen, Hernandez looking for the pick and roll. Nice pick and roll action and finish there for Burnt.
Yeah, both teams are kind of finding their rhythm, and they're doing it through each other with screen and roll and cut actions. So it's good offense, good patience too.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of attacking and driving. Obviously, haven't seen much 3 action. I know Gubrud hit one for the Cardinals early on in the first half, and as well as Hernandez hitting a couple. But now it's kind of getting to the lane, like you say. Both teams are finding their strengths. Obviously, some nice Cardinals are kind of switching action, switching all right now, it seems. So Hernandez is able to make those reads, or Fisher, whoever's running the point for the Cavaliers, looking for those nice pick and roll actions and getting the big men down low to finish, like Burnt and Olsen is working for the Cavaliers now. And Cardinals need to be aware of that. Maybe they're going to try to fight through screens more. Obviously, don't want to risk that 3, but it might be an adjustment that they have to make. And obviously continuing the cutting and the ball movement, trying to move around this defense is going to be essential for the Cardinals tonight. And they're going to start off the ball offensively out of the timeout.
They're back to it like a 2-1-2 zone here. They're sinking their top defender to the middle to take the high post away. And
here's Winter. Winter is going to draw some contact, so that's going to send him to the free throw line. Good to see Winter to the free throw line. Saw him there, I believe, twice. I think he had an and 1 play and also got to the line for 2 in the first half. So good to start off some free throws here for the Cardinals. First one for Winter is up, and that one's going to hit the front of the rim and roll out. Trying to get this second one to shorten the Cavaliers' lead to 1. And he does.
Yeah, get 1 out of 2, you know. Back on defense, trying to get a stop.
Fisher. Bank on Fisher. Turn the perimeter, hands off. And Burnt now looking back up to Hernandez. Burnt, top of the key, hand off to Hernandez. Trying another pick and roll, no good. Fisher for 3 now. Fisher off the mark. Rebound snatched by Burnt.
There you see those long, those 3-point shots, going to create some long rebounds.
Attacking, but there's going to be some contact, and that foul is going to go on the Cardinals.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think that's going to be on
Jensen, and that's Jensen's 3rd. Cardinals 3rd. Both teams sitting at 3 fouls right now with 4:38 left to go. I believe that is the 3rd Cardinal player with 3 fouls, or 2nd. Larson up top, swinging over Hernandez. Back over to Larson. Larson, top of the key, looking down low, but stolen away by Jensen. Jensen now on the run here for the Cardinals.
A good choice. He didn't really have numbers there, and he wants to be a little cautious, being aggressive, attacking. Ball movements taking place again, so the patience by the Cardinals.
And Cardinals kind of swinging around this ball, trying to get the look, and that look's going to be for Gubrud, but he's going to come pick up his own rebound for the second chance opportunity, but not before it's rebounded again by Finnison. And that's what the Cardinals need to see tonight. Obviously, the main goal is to make the shot on the first time, but that aggressiveness, trying to get those second chance opportunities. Roncalli's kind of been doing a little bit on the Cardinals. Cardinals trying to respond. And that's going to put Olsen with 4 fouls, which is a big foul pickup. Obviously, Olsen went out in the second quarter as he picked up his 3rd, and now that's a big foul pickup for the senior. Jensen left for a wide open 3, and bang, bang. He's able to knock that one down. And great look there for Jensen. And now momentum shifted here towards the Cardinals as they have a 2-point lead now.
Yeah, good design play for out of bounds for the Cardinals. And now it's time to play some defense.
Hernandez getting fired on a little bit, Bank retreating. Ball's dead, looking down to Burnt. Burnt trying to work on Finnison, kicking out to one of the Roncalli players for the 3, and it's tipped around, and last touch by the Cavaliers. And it is going to be with the Cardinals. Once again, in this 2-1-2 defense, zone defense here for the Cavaliers. And Bank wants a 3 from up top, in and out. But they're going to call I think that's a foul on Finnison, which if it is, that is going to be his 4th foul. So I think we have to get a sub in here for Finnison, and it is 4th foul for the Cardinals as well. And Winter is going to be checking the game for Finnison. Obviously, Finnison trying to be aggressive down low, tipping that ball out to one of the guards. Hopefully, unfortunately, the ref's not liking the contact, and he's going to pick up a 4th and unfortunate foul. But so now that's going to be both a player for the Cavaliers and Cardinals with 4. Cut action down low to Hernandez. He's going to dribble it back out to the corner. Swinging over, top of the key is Larson. Trying to get a post touch here for the Cavaliers. But they're going to get corner to Larson. Larson attacking, getting it down low, swinging over. 3-pointer for Ficker is no good, but another offensive rebound. Larson to Hernandez. Off the screen, Hernandez swinging. Ficker for another 3. That one's going to go long, but I believe, and picked around, but not before Bain stepped out of bounds for the Cavaliers. Nice hustle play there. 2 3-point attempts, obviously Ficker was able to get off two there, couldn't quite hit them. But nice offensive rebound again for the Cavaliers. Cardinals still need to clean up on those. Obviously, once those shots start falling, that's going to be something that the Cardinals are going to be regretting a little bit. 2:16 left to go here in this third quarter. Quick ball movement again for the Cardinals, trying to move around this zone. They're going to find Winter. Winter down low for the nice two. As a little overcommitment from that outside bottom part of the zone is going to give him a nice open look.
Yeah, Cardinals are matched up man-to-man, trying to get through the screens, trying to stay down on the pump fakes for the Roncalli Cavaliers.
Attacking down the lane for two. A nice finish there by Fisher.
Yeah, that was a tough finish there, and that was pretty good defense by the Cardinals.
Mayland attacking, high off the glass, no good. Rebound snatched up by Burnt. Burnt looking out to Hernandez.
Yeah, right idea by Malin, just fell a little short there.
Hernandez swinging over to Larson. Larson back to Fisher. Fisher trying to ISO here for Winter, but that one is going to be 1, 2, 3 steps and a travel on Fisher. Once again, got to be careful with your footwork, and these refs are ones that like to pick up those calls. 1:09 left to go. Cardinals now leading by 2, score 36-34.
Yeah, 1 minute left here. Both teams with 4 fouls, so the next one will put them on the line. So we got to defend without fouling.
And Gubrud up top with the take. No good, but rebounded is Winter. Winter for the putback is going to face some contact, and that's going to send him to the line. Again, Winter doing a nice job drawing some contact, getting to the line, looking to knock down these 2 free throws with 52.6 left to go, hoping to increase the Cardinal lead to 4. First one is up and bounces in. And checking into the game is Andrew Bain, and that's going to send Fisher to the bench with 3 fouls. This is Roncalli's 5th foul, so any more contact here for the Cavaliers will send the Cardinals to the line. And that one bounces out. Okay, but lane violation there.
Extra shot for Winter here as the Roncalli Cavaliers had left a little early.
Winter obviously appreciating this one, hoping to get back that second shot and knock it down. It is up and good. Fisher running the point here for the Cavaliers. Hands off to Larson. Larson looking to Hernandez. Movement here for the Cavaliers. Trying to get some look, but there's an illegal screen called, and that one's going to go on Mason Burnt, and that is his 4th foul for the Cavaliers.
So Roncalli's going a little deeper to the bench here. Obviously, both teams with some foul challenges.
Yeah, and some first minutes tonight for number 42, Ryan Schmidt, the 6'3" sophomore. And Jensen checking back into the game. Cardinals are going to have it with 33 left to go in this third quarter. Hoping to kind of slow things down, get a play going here offensively. Jensen swinging to Bank. Bank corner looking to Gubrud. Hypo century to Malin. Malin back out to Jensen. Jensen off the screen looking to Bank. Down low into Winter. Winter for 2. That one leaves it a little far. And now on the fly, coming in here is Bain. Bain looks to Fisher, and big 3 for Fisher, and that's going to make this only a 1-point lead for the Cardinals going into this 4th quarter. Cardinals lead 38-37.
Yeah, kind of lost them in transition there. Obviously a big shot to wrap up some momentum for the Cavaliers, but again, a pretty even quarter. Deuel with that 1-point lead.
Yeah, and I think we're going to have a little bit of a recognition here for the gymnast shortly. So obviously our gymnast went down to Mitchell.
Yeah, so they were able to bring home a third place finish and a pretty solid season for the gymnasts. All right, so we were trying to announce the names of the Deuel gymnasts in their third place finish, but we'll put it on hold here for a little bit longer. Back to the fourth quarter action for the Cardinals and the Cavaliers.
And Cardinals are going to start off with the ball here. Bank picking up the dribble, facing some pressure from Fisher, able to get it off to Winter. Winter now, ball handoff to Jensen. Jensen to Bank. Bank, and an illegal, it's not necessarily a screen, but a foul called on Malin now here. And I believe that's our third offensive foul tonight for on both sides. I think that's Deuel's second, and Roncalli ended up getting an illegal screen call here.
As I said, they're consistent. Got to keep adjusting.
Hernandez up top. Hernandez left open for three, and he gets it. Hernandez been quiet here since the first quarter, but he came out with a bang there, knocking that one down.
Yeah, he's up to 19 now, like you said. Momentum, but Jensen's for the answer.
Nice look there for Jensen. He's got a nice little pull-up J with such finish. It's nice to see him get those jumpers. Pick and roll action left is wide open, and again, here's Burnt. Olsen back into the game, and he's finishing that one. Jensen swinging to Malin. Malin into Winter. High post look for Winter. Winter attacking to the lane, high off the glass. Nice finish there by Winter, tying things up here.
Yeah, the pace of the game has definitely picked up for the fourth quarter here. Both teams coming out on fire.
Trap down low. Hernandez looking into Fisher. Fisher leaves that one short. Rebounded by Winter. And a quick timeout call here by Coach Ronnie. And that's going to be a full timeout.
We would like to take a moment to recognize our gymnastics team. This past weekend, our 7 Deuel gymnasts competed at the South Dakota State High School Gymnastics Meet in Mitchell, South Dakota. Team members include Lacey Anderson, Addison Weiser, Hannah Cutchaw, Ty Ingles, Brooke Tanner, Lauren Peterites, and Carson Ingles, along with managers Madison Timmons, Emily Timmons, and Cindy Tanner, coached by Morgan Waite and Tessa Rolfsmeyer. The team competition was Friday, where the gymnastics team placed 3rd overall with a team score of 136.5. On Saturday, Lacey Anderson placed 6 on D, 6 on 4, 8 all around, and earned an all-tournament team award. Addison Weiser, senior, placed 4th on ball. Hannah Cutchaw, junior, placed 5th on ball, 7th on 4, 7th in all around, and earned all-tournament team award. Ty Ingles, junior, placed 6th on ball, 3rd on ball, 4th on 4, 6th in all around, and earned an all-tournament team award. Brooklyn Tanner, sophomore, placed 10th in ball and 10th on team. Congratulations to our Deuel High School gymnastics team.
Yeah, so some nice recognition there for our gymnast. And after this full timeout, we're going to get back in. 6:30 left to go here in this game. Cardinals will have the ball out of the timeout. Ball inbounding to Bank.
Yeah, so you see the Cavaliers, they're matched up in a man-to-man defense.
And deflection there, picked away, recovered by Winter, that is. Winter, short corner, looking 10 seconds. Shot clock winding down here for the Cardinals, and Bank's going to put up a quick one off the glass, rebounded by the Cavaliers. Olsen back out to Fisher. Fisher looking to Shelton, that is. Ball moving down and finds a wide open Shelton. Shelton wants the reverse, no good, but rebounded by Fisher. Fisher back over, but Jensen's gonna come up with a steal, and then for this one, for the nice, easy, wide open transition too. Nice finish there, and steal from Jensen.
Yeah, great anticipation by Jensen, and he's pretty tough to stop when he's down in the open court.
Attacking is Shelton, but not before he is fouled, and he'll be sent to the line for 2. And that foul,
yeah, I believe that's going to go on Jackson
Winter. So that is Winter's 4th. So now Finnison and Winter both have 4 fouls.
Yeah, both teams have 2 players with 4 fouls, and so just playing extremely disciplined defense.
Shelton knocks down that first one. And second one is also up and good for Shelton.
Tied up again. Here we go.
Yeah, it's been kind of back and forth between the who has the lead right now, and been pretty even game for both sides. Winter at high post. He's going to attack, backing down. He wants the finish. No good short. Ball's loose on the floor, and jump ball maybe called. Nope. Back, and Cavaliers are going to come out with it. Quick swing over to Fisher. Fisher no good. Jensen now. Jensen trying to use his quickness. 2-on-2 here. Looking down to the lane. Off the glass. No good. Leaves it short. Rebound by Olsen. And stolen away again for the Cardinals. Jensen no good. Put back. Finnison no good. Cardinals, a lot of offensive rebounds, aren't able to finish.
Some good looks. Good looks there. Offensive rebounds, like you said. Here we go.
And hands off, here's Shelton now. Cardinals kind of switching all, like we saw before. Attacking is Olsen. Olsen to the lane. And that might have been a little contact from Finnison. Might have got a hold of that one.
You know, I think the officials are saying they want to keep their players in as long as they can, so I think the gates are opened up just a little bit more in the fourth quarter here.
For sure. And here's Winter now. He's going to be attacking, looking to Finnison. Finnison hands off to Bank.
And we got a timeout for the Deuel Cardinals.
And
Coach
that's
Ronnie.
Going to be a 30-second timeout for Coach Ronnie. He has 4 timeouts left, so he's looking to burn a few.
Looks like we're going to have substitution, too. We'll see who Braxton Winter goes in for. But it could be for Jackson, whose brother, he's got 4 fouls.
Yeah. And Cardinals obviously need to be aware. 13 seconds on the shot clock here. Obviously, that shot clock's not going to reset out of a timeout, so need to get kind of a play. Obviously, want to take the right shot. But Cardinals on defensively looks like they're switching all, kind of been doing that all night, but a little more aggressive up top. Not trying to allow that penetration, but those switches do lead to those pick and rolls, which is something that the Cavaliers have been doing a great job, finding that offensively tonight. Whether it's Fisher looking down low to Burnt or Olsen, able to make those connections has been huge for the Cavaliers tonight. Little stack action. They're going to enter to Jensen. Jensen back to Bank. Bank wants the little jumper. No good. Rebound by Burnt.
Yeah, right idea there to kind of the ISO play for Sutton Bank, and it's a good look for him.
Fisher moving the ball around the perimeter. Hands off to Shelton. Cardinals again, switching all. Looking down low to Fisher. Fisher blocked by Finnison. Nice block and defense there by Finnison.
Yeah, he did a great job of walling up and didn't really swing down, and nice block for Finnison.
Winter down low to Finnison. Finnison back out of Winter. Bank will have it up top here for the Cardinals. Swinging over to Jensen. Jensen now attacking, looking to Bank. Bank attacking middle, finds an open lane, and jumper bounces back off the iron, front of the rim, and in. Cardinals now with the lead.
Yeah, great take by Bank there. Getting downhill, you want to get to the rim, get to the line.
Hernandez with the ball, hands off to Fisher. Fisher to the lane and float away, not going to get the call. I know, obviously, I think Fisher wanted a little contact there, but he floated away, so that's going to not get the foul, but I think it was last touched by Jensen down low. It was last touched by the Cardinals, so it's going to stay with the Cavaliers. Cavaliers hoping to respond to this Cardinals lead here as the time is nearing the end with 2:30 left to go. But big three here for Larson, no good. But that is last touch there by Burnt. Burnt he is a senior, but he's doing some nice job here for the Cavaliers. He's got a lot of offensive rebounds, just kind of been an aggressive player and a little inside presence. Obviously with Olsen kind of in some foul trouble, he's kind of picked up his role.
Yeah, does a nice job of keeping the ball alive there. Second chance opportunities. But Cardinals, here we go. Almost 2 minutes left in the game.
Hand off to Bank. Bank, jumper. That's good. Nice touch by Bank. And said the last four here for the Cardinals, which has been great to see. Quiet those second and third quarters, but coming alive. And now the Cardinals hoping to get a defensive stop here, holding their lead at 4. And now Olsen at the perimeter. But there's going to be an offensive foul, or 3 seconds. Was that a 3 second on the lane call? 5 second on the line? I'm not really sure what that call was. Not a foul, but a violation on the Cavaliers.
Yeah, I'm not sure actually on that one either. But a violation was called.
Not sure if it was a 3 second violation or maybe an out of bounds call, but it's going to be with the Cardinals regardless, which is a nice momentum pickup here for Deuel. X action here for the Cardinals. Jensen looking over to Gubrud. Gubrud attacking back over to Winter. Winter corner attacking middle all the way to the lane. Nice finish for Winter, and that's going to put him up to 18 on the night. Having a great night for the sophomore. Hernandez working on Bank, trying to get something going, but there's going to be a timeout call here for Roncalli. 1:21 left to go, full timeout call here for Gallagher, and hoping to talk things over. 6-point game here, obviously. Comfortable lead for the Cardinals, but definitely not comfortable enough to be letting out the gas. 1:21, still a lot of time left to play here, but let's just talk about Winter kind of coming alive for the Cardinals tonight. Obviously has 18 right now, able to just kind of dominate the inside game for the Cardinals.
Yeah, so he creates some mismatches with obviously his length and strength, and if they haven't figured it out yet, he is left-handed, and so he's attacking everything to his strong side, and then kind of taking advantage of the mismatch there. So, as for Roncalli right now, obviously the hot hand for them is with Hernandez, and he's got 21 points. Gave him a little spark here in the second half. You imagine they're probably going to have a design play for him, and if we overplay it, they're going to slip the action to the rim.
Yeah, and I believe a lot of Hernandez points have been off of free throws and three-pointers, and he's got a nice shot, a nice-looking shot, so he's able to knock those down, which has been huge for the Cavaliers. And then again, like we were talking about earlier, Olsen and Burnt looks like he's not on the court, but again, that pick-and-roll action has been working very nicely for the Cavaliers, so we're going to see what they design up here, maybe going for that three-pointer or trying to get the quick two and a stop on defense. We'll see what Gallagher talked with his team in the huddle here.
Yeah, they're trying to clear out a little space for the inbound play here.
Fisher's going to get the ball for the Cavaliers. Swinging over to Fisher. Handoff back to Fisher. Down low, picked away. Olsen stolen. Back to the Cavaliers, though. And for three, big three off the mark. And Gubert's going to let that one run out. Nice look there for the freshman, Creighton Fisher. Unfortunately, that one just kind of went off the rim. And now 1 minute left to go. 1 minute warning here for the Cardinals, and they're going to try to slow things down. Probably going to see some quick fouls or trying to get the ball back quickly.
Going back into the X action here, just trying to keep it spaced out. They got to come and defend you now, and they're probably going to create some contact. And
ball's picked away.
Deflection.
And might be last touch by Jensen. And they're going to call it last touch by Jensen, which is going to give the Cavaliers a little bit of hope here. 6-point game, 40.8 left to go. Ball enters to Fisher, back to Fisher. Trying to get a quick basket here. And that's going to be Fisher to the lane. Jumper off the glass, no good, but rebound by Olsen. Olsen now going up with a hook shot. Bounces in and out, and Finison's going to get the ball.
Just going to keep the ball movement. There you go.
And that's going to be a quick foul pickup there on Olsen.
Yeah, they still have to give 4 more fouls before they put the Cardinals on the line.
Yeah, right now, obviously, Cavaliers probably looking to get that foul, but also that steal, willing to take that gamble with the Cardinals here. Not the most, 3 fouls here is the only one for number 4 on the court. Otherwise, 0 fouls for the rest of them, but they're going to get in. Quick foul pickup for Hernandez, and that's his first.
That's pretty impressive to only have 1 foul.
Yeah. Roncalli hoping to get, not allow the ball in here for the Cardinals, but the Cardinals get it easily quick into bank. And that's the 4th foul, 1 left to go for the Cardinals, or sent to the line. Or only the 3rd foul. Ball enters to Finison, and quick foul pickup again. Now they're at their 4th foul. 1 more to the 5th, so the Cardinals will be shooting in bonus. Slowly chipping away at that clock here. And a timeout call by Coach Ronnie, and I believe that is a full timeout.
Yeah, it's a good timeout here just to gather your thoughts here, knowing that there's another foul coming. And obviously you're going to go to the line for 2 shots. But just trying to get things organized for defense, too.
Obviously, Cardinals want to play this right defensively, and if you're the Cavaliers right now, offensively, you've been in this position before, Coach, down by a lead. That's not a 2-possession lead, let's say. Is your strategy to go for a 2-point quick basket right now, or are you looking to knock down that 3, maybe get it in the hands of Hernandez, who we know is capable of knocking down that shot behind the arc? What's your kind of thoughts behind that?
Well, with 17.5, it's looking like you're going to probably, if you have an easy layup, take it. But we're going to have 2 possessions here, so we're going to maybe look for that 3.
Yeah, for sure. I know. It's kind of high risk, high reward, obviously. Hoping if that 3 potentially is missed to get an offensive rebound, maybe get a putback, maybe an offensive or an and-one call. Obviously a lot of things that can happen here for the Cardinals, but it's important for, first of all, get the ball in, get it in the hands of the right person, knock down those 2 free throws, because I'm assuming Cavaliers are going to foul here, and they're going to foul Jensen. Jensen will be sent to the line here for 2. Yeah. And Cardinals looking to hope to knock down these next 2, increasing their lead to 8.
Yeah, senior night. We got Troy Jensen on the line. His last game here on the Cardinal court.
And knocks down the first one. Subs coming in, obviously, Fisher and Larson, who both have a couple of fouls, wanted to risk them from fouling out there in that little bit of a spree of racking up the fouls. And Jensen's second one is good. That's going to give the Cardinals an 8-point lead and put Jensen up to 16 on the night. Cardinals not wanting to foul here, not in bonus right now. Quick basket, Hernandez for 3, no good. And rebounded by Jensen, and that's going to do it here. And the Deuel Cardinals.
Play the game out. Oh. It's 1 point. There it is.
There we
that's
go.
The end of the game.
And
nice win for the Cardinals.
That's going to do it, yes. Nice win for the boys. That's going to improve their record to 7-12.
Well, we're going to
So
add 13.
7-13.
Yes, that completes
Yes.
our regular season.
Yes, 7-13. The boys are going to finish off with a win against Aberdeen Roncalli, 52-44. Leading scorers tonight for the Cardinals was Jackson Winter with 18 and Jensen with 16. Obviously, leading scorer for the Roncalli Cavaliers with 21 is Hernandez. So, nice team win here for the Cardinals. Obviously, great battle between both of the teams. Pretty evenly matched up. Both teams kind of young, getting back from next year. And, yeah, so good game tonight.
Yeah,
Thoughts?
no doubt about it. For the seniors, we got Troy Jensen, Nolan Gurud, and we got Jason Ulmer. So they want to leave this Cardinal court the right way and got a nice win. Next up, we have playoffs.
Yes, got to get ready for playoffs. And speaking from the girls' side, looks like power rankings. Looks like we're going to play the Cossacks. Not sure. I know there wasn't a win tonight. Clark-Willow Lake ended up winning over Hamlin. I believe that was for boys, so that might have shifted things around in our region a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see how it all plays out, the shifting of points. But, Region 2 definitely has a very strong showing of 3 ranked teams with Hamlin with 18-1, Sioux Valley 17-2. Again, they got games that I didn't check the scores tonight, but you got 3 teams that are state ranked, and right now it's looking like the Deuel girl Cardinals will be taking on Sioux Valley.
Yeah, and kind of we'll see how the rankings change for the boys. And I don't know, it kind of looks like the boys might also be taking on the Cossacks. So, definitely a rematch for both squads, hoping to put up a little bit of a fight and advance to that next round of playoffs. Girls' playoff game will be Tuesday in Volga. Tentatively, might have to pay attention. Rankings might switch around, but looking like the Cardinals are going to be playing the Cossacks here on Tuesday. So tune into that. I know it's kind of sad, but it looks like Cardinals are not going to get a home playoff game this year. So it's going to be the end of Cardinals Live for a little bit. It's been awesome to have you guys this year. I know it's kind of been a switch on the call. Sometimes you'll hear opposing teams. Obviously, cool having Joe last night or Monday night that was against Clark. It's always been great to call these games for you. And if you ever see Mr. Mack, Caleb Mack in person, just tell him how thankful you are and how lucky we are to have him here at Deuel. Obviously, does a nice job with the multimedia program. I know kind of got thrown into it, but doing a nice job. And also Jack Peterson. Jack Peterson, kind of the guy behind the scenes tonight. He's working a lot of the TriCaster. So obviously couldn't have it without the people and the support. It's awesome. A very cool opportunity, Cardinals Live. Once again, I always, rave about our supporters and everyone that helps behind the scenes. But truly, it's an awesome production, and it takes everyone. So that's kind of, the end of this 2025-2026 basketball season, and going to be a little quiet here for a while with no more. I know Mr. Mack might be a little appreciative of this, but, basketball games every single week. It gets to be a grind for sure, but, obviously does a great job. We're going to take a little break here. Maybe we'll get some track broadcasted. I don't know if we have a home track meet. Yeah, looking like no, but obviously,
you never know.
yeah.
You never know.
So it's probably going to be some fun events here, graduation, prom, different things like that. But I don't know. The next time I might be on the call will be next year, which is already crazy to think. But it flies by.
Yeah. Well, thanks for the invite, Camden, and it's always been a pleasure to join you on the air and watch you call the game and bring a little insight too.
Yeah, for sure. And, well, thank you, everyone, for tuning in tonight. And we'll catch you next time, not for sure on a specific date for now, but we'll see you then. And you're watching Cardinals Live. I'm Cannon Peter Hines, and I was joined by
John Peter Hines.
Have a good night.